Delhi's winter atmosphere is climatologically unsuitable for consistent cloud seeding due to a fundamental lack of the sufficient moisture and saturation level, particularly during the peak population month, that of the December and the January. That is according to the IIT, the Delhi report. Also, the report says it's based on the comprehensive analysis integrating climatological data from 2011 to 2021 by the IIT, the Center for the Atmospheric Sciences, that comes against the backdrop of the Delhi government conducting the two cloud seeding trials in the Burari, North Karolbagh, and the Mayur Vihar in collaboration with the IIT Kanpur, but there was no rain. The money has also gone in vain. The institute had earlier conducted successful trials in the Kanpur in the 2017 and 18, but this was the first such experiment in the Delhi National Capital Region. Also, while the cloud seeding is theoretical feasible under the specific atmospheric conditions during the Delhi winter, its practical utility as a consistent and reliable air quality intervention is constrained. The necessary atmospheric conditions are rare and frequently coincide with the natural rainfall, limiting the potential marginal gain, the report said. Even when successful, induced rainfall would likely provide only a brief respite, that is typically 1 to 3 days before the pollution level rebound. Also, given the high operational cost, the scientific uncertainties also inherent in the aerosol-laden environment and the absence of any impact on underlying emission sources, the cloud seeding cannot be recommended as a primary or strategic measure for the Delhi's population management. It's best that it could serve as a high-cost tactical intervention during the declared air quality emergencies contingent upon a forecast meeting stringent MSI-based suitability criteria. Ultimately, the study underscores that sustained emission reduction remains the best viable and durable solution to the Delhi's chronic air pollution, that is the population crisis and the pollution crisis, it added. The reports noted that the decadal analysis from 2011 to 21 also indicates the core winter months of December and January coincide with both the most severe pollution episodes and the driest climatological conditions. There is a fundamental lack of sufficient moisture and saturation during the peak January months, that is December and January. The coinciding of the precisely intervention is the most needed. Also, while the western disturbances are the primary drivers of potential seeding conditions, viable window of opportunity are rare, confined to specific anomalous events. Even on the days identified as potentially promising, example the cloudy western disturbance, days without rain, a multi-criteria moisture suitability index, that is MSI, indicates they frequently lack the necessary combination of moisture depth, saturation, and atmospheric lift required for the successful seeding, it said. Also, the study highlights complexities that was also rising from the Delhi's high arsenal, that of the environment. Also, the high aerosol loading, that is categorized by the high aerosol optical depth, that is AODI, is also associated with the increased cloud cover and higher liquid and ice water content, particularly during the rainy conditions. Ozone concentrations often also increase post-rainfall, while the dry WD, that is the western disturbances, also provide some limited ventilation. Significant concerns remain regarding the environmental health impacts of the seeding agents like the AGL, the high operational cost, and the systematic uncertainties. Given these constraints, cloud seeding cannot be recommended as a primary or reliable strategy for the Delhi's winter's air pollution, that is the management. It should be reviewed. Also, the cost should be reviewed, and we should see if the stringent needs and forecasting criteria is needed. The study underscores that sustained emission reduction remains the most viable and necessary long term solution, the reports have said.